say your intro you just said recording in progress.
All right. Okay. Well, we're at the Rising Sun in Hull. This is Ben Lister's local pub, and he's going to tell us some interesting facts about himself, maybe some secrets, see what we get out of him. So, Ben Lister, how old are you?
I'm 23, Gina. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well.
I nearly called you your other name, your alter ego.
Everybody calls me my other name, so it's all right. I answer to both.
The legendary Kelly Taylor, hairdresser extraordinaire.
Celebrity stylist to the stars. Yes, that's me.
A bit like a friend of mine called Timmy Clark. Friend of James Wales, comedian guy.
Yeah.
Comedian, yeah. He's a comedian who does Timmy's World comedy, but he's also a celebrity hairdresser in London.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know a lot of people, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, Timmy's coming on in a few weeks to my podcast, but hello, how are you anyway, Gina? I'm sorry I'm taking the interview over.
No, that's fine. So, I'm going to ask you, how old were you when you first got into performing on radio?
Well, my first radio gig was last year at Hull Kingston Radio.
Oh, wow.
107.4 FM. And the first live show I did was a show called Midday Connection, which plays music. But the first actual show I did, I'll tell you the truth, is We Are Autism, which is an autism show I do on Hull Kingston Radio.
Wow. What about on there?
About with my two co-presenters, about how our lives have changed in our lives with autism.
Do you find it's easier now that you know you have autism than before, when you maybe didn't know what the differences were between you and other people?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got your friends, are they mainly autistic friends? Or?
Some of them who are coming this place with the Rising Sun, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at the phone.
I'm being rude there, sorry.
Yeah, don't look at your phone when you're being interviewed.
Yeah, I'm naughty like that.
Yeah. So you've got quite low attention span.
Yeah, I'm quite naughty.
Yeah, that's naughty. You should put a little do not disturb on your phone to stop you from looking at it. That's what I do when I have to do some work. I turn a little notification on my phone that stops me being able to use it.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You should use it. Are you addicted to your phone?
I'm addicted to my computer. When I'm at home, I'm addicted to my computer doing radio stuff.
What else do you do apart from radio stuff?
Go out, really.
Where do you go? Here?
Here, and for walks with my friends.
You like walking? Are you a serious walker, or do you just like walking around the shops?
I like walking to the pub, yeah. I like walking home, and I like going on walks just because I don't like using public transport as much. I haven't used public transport as much since COVID, obviously.
Is that because of a hangover of the worry about the hygiene, or is it just you've got out of using it?
I just don't want to use it in case,
Catch anything.
In case I catch COVID and then I'm out. And then I'm out of the radio game or the life game for 10 days, 7 days, 5 days, whatever it is.
I don't think, no, I mean, if you catch it, you don't have to self-isolate.
Personal choice,
yes.
Which I think is personally wrong, but...
Well, you think your personal choice is personally wrong?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you're still going to spread it either way.
Yeah, but we're going to spread colds left, right and centre. I don't know if you've detected, but I had so much garlic last night that I have an invisible force field around me. If anybody comes too close, they'll smell garlic.
Yeah.
That's a really good way of keeping people away.
Yeah.
Do you like garlic?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yes.
I don't mind it.
So where do you live? Well, don't give me your address, but
Hull.
You live in Hull. Have you always lived in Hull?
Yes, I am hoping to move out of Hull sometime, but...
Where do you want to go?
Off the grid. Like, somewhere in the middle of the country.
You want to go off grid, really?
Yeah.
How would you deal with not having your phone?
No, I mean in the countryside somewhere.
Oh, so not off grid.
Just somewhere quiet in between the major cities in case I get radio gigs.
Right, I see. That makes sense. Have you got any pets?
No.
Not even a goldfish.
No.
Have you ever?
I had a dog when I was young, but yeah,
You're not that bothered.
not really. I prefer to house sit and dog sit for people, to be honest.
No, that's a really good way of doing it. You get to pet a dog, but you don't have to have the responsibility of walking it every day.
No, I prefer to house sit for people and dog sit for people.
You live with your gran, don't you?
Auntie.
Auntie, that's right. You live with your auntie. Yeah. Are you close?
Yeah.
That's good. Is she your mum's sister or dad's sister?
Mum's sister, yeah.
Oh, lovely. Where are your parents?
I don't know anything about my dad, sorry. And
I
I lost,
don't know anything about my dad.
and I lost my mother about 6 years ago, nearly.
Oh, what too?
Doctors, stuff.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Gallstone it was, I think.
Really?
Yeah, but it came down as acute pancreatitis, whatever that is.
Yeah. Okay. That's awful. It's really extremely difficult to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you went to live with your aunt straight away?
I lived with my grandparents for a bit and then my auntie moved over from South Yorkshire.
Oh, right. So she moved to you. She sounds like a really nice lady.
She is, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're very lucky
Yeah.
in that respect.
Yeah.
Don't tap your glass though.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
I'll be told off about that later.
Because only you probably be able to hear it on your microphone. Tap, tap, tap in it.
Yeah, I'm just having some water to replenish the voice box.
Yeah, you've been talking all morning, haven't you?
I've been doing a bit of podcasting, bit of editing, bit of recording, bit of everything.
Yeah. You went to do your own editing?
Yeah.
So you've got an editing suite and everything?
No, I just do it on my computer.
Well, that's an editing suite.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I do it on Audacity, which is open at the moment.
Would you ever want to work behind the scenes, or would you always want to be?
I wouldn't mind being behind the scenes, or I wouldn't mind being in the scenes, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, it's like being involved.
Yeah, I just like being involved in the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the dream? Who do you want to interview? Who's the who are you trying to get hold of?
Well, I'm trying to get hold of Justin Morehouse, Paddy McGuinness.
Yeah.
The chart show lady Katie Hill, the lady who used to present the chart show on Blue Peter, Katie Hill, lovely Katie Hill.
That sounds a bit like you've got a bit of a thing for Katie Hill.
I have a thing for Stephanie Hurst and Kylie Minogue, so I have a thing for blondes, don't I?
So right, Kylie Minogue, now she's perfect.
I'd fight Jason Donovan for her.
I think he'd let you win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's romantically interested in her.
He might be, who knows? Have you ever met Kylie or Jason?
I've never met Kylie or Jason, no. If I had, believe me, you would have heard about it by now.
Have you got Justin? Have you ever had any? Have you ever, like I say, you've met Paddy, obviously.
I've never met Paddy.
Patrick O'Shea.
No, I've not met Patrick. I've met Justin.
Mr. Morehouse.
Yes.
Who was
lovely.
Where did you meet him?
The first time I ever met him was at Edinburgh Fringe when I was doing my show, and he came to see my show. And after that, I supported him on his Northern Joker tour a few times.
On the Manchester circuit.
He's all over. He was touring up and down.
I'm trying to get them to for interview.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll get there eventually.
And there's Chris Tarrant as well, who I might be getting an interview on some Pat Sharp.
That's fantastic.
I like Chris Tarrant, he's a good guy.
Yeah, and Pat Sharp.
Yeah.
How have you got hold of those people?
Well, I just basically emailed his agent.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine's best friends with Pat Sharp.
Right.
Good friends with Pat Sharp, and he has his phone number as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Sounds like you connected.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, and he's putting in contact with Pat Sharp. Can't do it at the moment because he's got a couple of projects going on. If you understand.
Yeah.
Busy man.
Good to be busy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You're always busy.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I am. Yeah. It's good to be busy. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do anything for Matthew's Hub still?
No, I've cut my contact with them.
Any particular reason?
Just life. they've moved on from broadcasting side of life now. They've got rid of their broadcasting arm, I think.
Oh, that's a shame.
And I've moved on now. My producer's moved on. So
yeah, who's your producer?
My ex-producer was a guy called keillle, who was in the band Brosnan. Yeah.
Famous round Hull, aren't you? Everybody knows you.
Yeah, and he was in Brosnan, the band.
Yeah.
And he was the drummer in Brosnan. I think he was doing it last at Ted. He was doing a bit of media. He was doing a bit of producing for some broadcasters at the Warren last time I heard, but I'm not sure if he might have moved on by now.
Yeah.
And he went to do production stuff. He went to do more audio based. I went on to do radio. So we separated our separate ways, if you get what I mean. But hopefully, I hope one day me and him can reunite.
I'm sure you can. You didn't fall out, did you?
No, lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown severed a lot of ties for people.
Lockdown severed the ties. We had plans. They never materialised.
Well, you need to send him a text when you get in tonight. And say, we've got plans. Do you remember them?
But he'll have probably moved on. It's about nearly 2 years now. So
you have no idea what people's situations are. Unless you ask. Don't assume what he's doing. Send a text.
Yeah, and he does more gigging now, I think. So I think he's left the Warren now. So I think he does more gigging.
Right. Well, it won't hurt to ask him.
Yeah. Yeah. Our ways went separate after a while.
Yeah. What are you looking at?
Now I'm just like looking around because it's a good pub in here.
It's a nice pub, isn't it?
Yeah.
I used to live very close to here.
Did you?
Yeah, I lived down
Wow. You ever been in?
I've been in here as a kid, but never as an adult.
Nice. What's your local now?
Don't have a local anymore. I don't go out. The only time I go out is to comedy clubs.
The whole Comedy Central Lounge. Sorry, I'm hijacking you.
No, you're all right.
The whole Comedy Hub with Jed Salisbury.
No, I don't ever gig with Jed or go to Hull.
He's doing a farewell gig for a Viking FM presenter in a few weeks.
Oh, nice.
At the Hull Comedy Lounge.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a gig there?
No.
Have you gigged there? Yeah. That's good.
Yes. I don't go there now though. But
I'm hijacking.
No, you know, I'm just trying to think of where I was. Let me have a look at my little notes.
Anyone you'd like to interview?
I'm not very good at interviewing. If I interview people on stage, it's usually as my character act, and she's not very nice, as you've met before.
James Whale's nastier.
Well, James Whale's not a character so much. James Whale's just asshole.
Don't you like him?
No, well, it can be a bit mean.
He's a friend of mine, so.
It can be a bit mean.
He's a friend, so I can't say how.
No.
We're still recording there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I just, from what I've heard of him, he says some pretty mean things.
I like it when he says mean things and makes people cry.
Yeah, I'm less of a fan of people crying.
I like it when he makes someone cry. He made an Insulated Britain people cry.
Did he?
Yeah. He made someone cry and he said, some woman who refused to get the vaccine who was in NHS will get a better job then. We'll go into a different profession if you don't want to get the vaccine, which is being honest, but I'd have said the same to her. I'd have said, oi, you get in a different profession.
See, I don't think we should force people who don't want to have that vaccine to have the vaccine. I've been vaccinated. I've had them all. But if somebody doesn't want to, I think they should have the right, because we don't live in North Korea.
We should, personally. That's my personal view.
Yeah,
but...
well, that's okay. Stop tapping.
All right, sorry, I'm tapping again. Getting told off. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're still tapping. That's better.
Yeah, and someone else I'd like to interview as well is Phil Collins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Big fan of Phil Collins.
Yeah, and I'd like to interview Kylie as well.
You want to marry Kylie?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I'd marry Kylie.
I would.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's my favourite.
Yeah. I'd be the stalker who runs on stage.
Tries to eat her.
No, tries to give her a hug. That never gets a chance because the security guards.
Yeah, they'll snap your neck.
They'll taser me.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't go on stage with anybody anymore.
If any rival radio stations, I was joking with a colleague a friend of mine who works in a rival radio station the other day. I said if he was interviewing Kylie, I'd kidnap Kylie and they'd never get the interview because it would be me. Yeah, I'd come dressed up as the person and just take over the interview.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Although it sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you'd be able to be bothered really.
Yeah, I would, yeah. Her sister's not bad as well.
Danny? Yeah, Danny's fabulous. I was listening to Danny's album a couple of...
What's it like?
It was an old one, I think, from the 90s.
Because she doesn't do as much music anymore.
No, she doesn't. I think it's very difficult because she's in Kylie's shadow. And people put them against each other when they have sisterly love. Because I was told a few months ago that Kylie's moving back down to Oz. To where? Oh, Australia, yeah.
Oz, yeah.
Oz, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were being Holland, me saying Oz.
Oz. Yeah. Yeah. What else have you got to ask me then?
So what's your ultimate ambition?
My ultimate ambition is to become a multimedia guy, work on the radio, work on another radio station, and be on multiple radio stations at the same time. And do a bit of voiceover as well, and do a bit of in-store radio, and do a bit of live events, a bit like our mutual friend, Mr. Leatham.
Yes. Could he help you do that?
I'm not sure because he's a busy man and I haven't spoke to him in a while.
He is a busy man. Tell you on Twitter.
And now he's moved, I think. Outside of Hull, on the outskirts of Hull in the East Riding.
Oh, right, okay.
Because he used to live in Hull.
Right.
As you know.
Yes. You see, I live in Hessel.
He lived in Hessel area, I was told.
Yeah, I think he wasn't far from me.
Are you near the square?
I'm not far from the square, I'm near the bridge.
Humber Bridge.
Yes.
That's good. Humber Bridge is good.
It is, it's lovely. You get to see it every night, light up.
I sometimes go through the Humber Bridge Country Park if I'm in that area.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
Yeah. Does your young'un go out?
He doesn't. I can't get mine to leave the house. He's 22 and he's just applied for a couple of jobs and he's got one at Domino's.
In Hessel?
No, in town. So that'll be his second job he's had. He didn't like the first one.
Where was that?
It was at Roach Brothers, the smoked mackerel factory, and I think it was a bit of a sensory overload for him, the smell. What are you like with smells?
I don't mind them really. I don't have sensory overload. I just like to help people, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you not have my boy can't bear labels in his clothes or any seams, anything that rubs against his skin?
No, it's just that I don't really like it if I get inundated with so much information.
Yes.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your 10-year plan is, do you want to stay in Hull? Or you want to move away?
In the future, maybe see where I feel.
Yeah.
See how I feel after 5 to 10 years.
Where's your dream house? Have you seen it?
No, I'd like to build my own house, to be honest.
Oh no, that's not so. Where would you build it?
In between the major cities.
Right.
In the middle of the UK.
Okay. Right in the middle of the UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm gonna say maybe the Peak District.
Okay.
Yeah. And because it's in the between Leeds, Manchester, Hull,
yeah,
Sheffield,
yeah.
London.
Nice.
Wales that way, so it's in the middle.
Sounds like a good location.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with radio, you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, but I'd rather be able to get to the studios because I'll use a helicopter.
Oh, right. Are you not scared to death of helicopters? Because
I've never been in one. I've never been in one. But the bonus with a helicopter is you don't get stuck in traffic jams.
No, you don't. You just blow up.
No, but it'd be easier to get there. It'll be easier to get there, won't it?
Depending if you
No, and
take off or landing.
And then I'll use 2 parking slots at the radio station.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. But if you have a home studio, you can literally be at any studio in the world.
I'd like an underground home studio.
Why? Because of the bomb?
No, because of the sound output.
Right, okay.
And I like living underground.
What's your favourite TV show?
I don't mind Phoenix Nights.
Don't mind? It's brilliant.
Yeah, I knew some of your friends were in it.
I only know one person from it.
Justin, who played young Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Neil Fitzmaurice.
Have you ever met him?
No, but I'd like to.
And I'm a big, can I tell you what I'm a big fan of from Phoenix Nights? Ted Robbins.
Oh, yeah, Ted Robbins was fabulous.
Have you ever had the pleasure?
I've never had the pleasure, but I would very much like to meet his sister Kate. I'm a big fan of Kate Robbins.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of Ted, you see. Because I
Yes.
know him from children's television as well.
Yes.
That's where I knew him from, more famously children's television.
Yeah.
But he was on Phoenix Nights first
Right.
as Den Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd love to visit the Phoenix Club.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's in Bolton.
Oh, okay.
It's a social club.
I didn't know if it would still be open. A lot
Yeah,
of social clubs have been closed.
It is open.
Oh, right. You should go. It's an achievable dream.
Can't drive.
You can get there. You can get there easy enough.
Yeah.
Should do a podcast from there.
Yeah, I'll do a podcast from there. I'm doing one from my local The Rising Sun today.
Yeah, exactly.
Best pub in Hull, isn't it?
It's certainly up there. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was as nice as this.
Yeah, you'll have to come here again.
I intend to.
Bring your young'un if you can.
No, I can't get to leave the house. I have to prize him out of the house with a crowbar. It's a nightmare. I can't get him to go anywhere.
How's the
with me.
Kelly Taylor stuff going?
She's doing very well, thank you. Yes.
I had her on Twitter winding Peter Levy up a few weeks ago.
I enjoy very much. Well, she enjoys very much winding up Peter Levy. Well, do you know what? She doesn't wind him up. She's got very good connection to Peter Levy. Into my
Has she found his Netflix password yet?
No, she just watches him while he sleeps. She knows where he lives.
And you're obviously her alter ego. She's your alter ego.
She's a hyper real version of me.
And you're in the real version of yourself.
Yes,
today.
I'm in the real version of myself, which is comfortable clothes that could double as pajamas.
Yeah.
I don't really like getting dressed up.
Yeah, you're on my turf now.
Yeah, that's right.
And I am hoping to get more. I'm hoping to get this is my studio basically.
Yes.
This computer. I am hoping to get back on the road again with my virtual studios like this, doing face to face in the future. Yeah, we just come to the Rising Sun today, just to see you and yeah.
Stop tapping your bloody phone.
I know I'm naughty for that.
I'm surprised it's not smashed a bit.
I'm surprised too. I dropped it yesterday. Yeah.
Well, have we done it?
Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Yeah.
Talk to you.
Lovely to talk to you too, Kelly. Whoop.